You know, it's kind of crazy how much AI has just developed over the past few years. You know, 5 years ago when I entered software engineering, AI wasn't even talked of. Like it was a pipe dream, and you really had to learn every bit: how to do data management, how you would store data, how you'd fetch it, the basic CRUD, create, read, update, and delete. And you know, API management, these are all things that you had to learn as a software engineer, and more, much more. But with AI now, and like with tools like Claude, Cursor, ChatGPT, Gemini, it's never been easier to build applications. And it's why I think that as a software engineer, I think you kind of need to have a portfolio. And I think we're leading on to the rise of something called the Portfolio-preneur. So what is the Portfolio-preneur? Well, I don't think that there's enough stability in jobs at the moment to keep software engineers in their jobs long term. Before, to think about 10 years ago, software engineering was one of the most highly regarded tech jobs out there. You know, you were pretty much guaranteed good job stability. But now, most software engineers don't even look past 2 years at a company because things change so quickly. It's kind of scary, really. And I think, one of the ways that we can guarantee ourselves some job security or some financial security is to not just have a full-time job, but to build and develop applications outside. And this is why I think we're probably gonna turn into portfolio-preneurs. So, entrepreneurs that have multiple items, especially online, because we can build them super quick now. Saying this, I have been building my own portfolio, and today I'm going to show you what I've got on the cards. So let's jump into the computer and I'll show you what I've been working on. I'm just editing the video and I've just realized that I've been a complete and utter donut. I don't know which camera to look at, so you're going to see a camera of me. I'm not really looking at you, which is annoying. But yeah, apologies, I'm still learning this. But yeah, if you're finding this video helpful, please do like and subscribe. And let's jump into the computer. Okay, so welcome to my computer. The first project, which most of you know me from, is Aircraft 101. If you haven't seen this before, this is an aircraft marketplace. I've got the older version here, which is live at the moment. I built this very quickly, really wanted to get it out and try and make some money on it. I actually didn't make that much money off it to begin with, but it's something I'm going to come back to and rebuild. And well, it's something I have been rebuilding, which is this new version here, and give it another crack, because this is the passion project. And it's really nice because if you had to intersect Kai, my big three interests, they overlap and produce Aircraft 101. So, but my big interest is aviation, business, and technology. And Aircraft 101, it was just the perfect project to build for me, and it's something that I can see myself building for a very, very, very long time. So the second project I've got is a veterinary rota management tool. I was having a chat with my partner, and we figured out that actually there's probably going to be quite a big demand for this sort of tool. And using AI, agentic AI, and building out this platform, we made this here, which is VetRotaPro. This is pre-launch at the moment. It's still coming out. It's still coming out. It's still being built, and we're still trying to work out the kinks and what's going on. But the idea is that as a manager, you can log on, you can add a practice, you can add staff to your practice, and then most importantly, you can create a template. So you can create a template which is effectively your requirements for the week. So you can say that on a Monday, I need 5 vets, 3 nurses, 2 receptionists, and then save that as a template. You can then save that as a weekday template or weekend template, or whatever one you want. You can then add those to a weekly templates. And then what you can do then is you can go through to your create shift page, and you can either select a template down here, and then you can assign staff. Obviously it's failing at the moment because it's still in test. Or the other option, which is what I'm aiming to, and which is where I think the real value in this lies for practices, is you can click this auto generate button up here, click on the week, and then you can choose a template, which would be your weekly template. And then you can generate your shifts and automatically populate everything you need, which is what I'm really working towards. Is what I think will be the real big value add for those vet practices. But that's my second project. And the third one is QuickPage. Now, QuickPage was built because I've been talking to quite a few small businesses recently, and one of their big pain points, especially for the smaller businesses, is their website. Now, moving forward with the internet is changing quite a bit, and the advice I've been giving them is that if you only make a website if you absolutely must. And the reason I say that is most of your traffic at the moment is going to come from social media, and all you need to do from your social medias or Google search is just point them to a very light page where they can get just the information they need, because the value for most businesses is going to be where can they contact you, where can they approach you, where can they sign up, or where can they buy things from you. So this is where QuickPage, or the idea of QuickPage, and I just want to say it's still an idea, it's still in development, and this is a very early version, but the idea of QuickPage is that as a business, let's say for example you're a driving instructor, you don't need a full website. You just need somewhere where you can define your area of operation, you can define how much you charge, and you can say how to contact you. And that's all QuickPage is. And the idea I have on here is that you can make it your own. So if you're an influencer, you can provide affiliate links, have a nice snazzy background, and then you can show other things as well, like your portfolio items through images or documents. And then the offshoot of this is, how I got it on here? I'm not sure if I've got it on here, it's been a while. Is I would really, really like, and it's something I'm going to build, that if you are, for example, a chef or a influencer chef or someone, and you want to sell products online, you will be able to sell those individual recipes online through QuickPage. That's my third idea. I think it's not the biggest priority at the moment. My two priorities is Aircraft 101 and VetRotaPro, but I definitely do think there's a market for QuickPage, because if you can help other creators or other people online show themselves, promote themselves, I think you're going to do pretty well. So those are my three projects, and I really want to come back to the point. If you're a software engineer, having a job is not enough. You need to start having a look at your portfolio and increasing your revenue streams, simply to provide you with financial, and you can call it job security if you want as well. So I think I'm going to leave the video there. I'm getting a bit hot. It's 29 degrees here, and I will see you guys in the next one.